All right. Good morning, sisters and brothers. Good morning, good morning, good morning to everybody that's on and off the chat. Good morning. We're going to pick up with Matthew's chapter 20. Matthew's chapter 20. And verse 18 is where we're going to pick up today. But before we read verse 18, let us go up because this first group, we want to show you what kind of mindset they had, sisters and brothers. Let's go up to verse 15. The ones that Jesus had first. Listen to what he say to them in verse 15. Is it not lawful for me to do what I will with mine own? Is thine eye evil because I am good? So let's go back to Matthew's chapter 6 and verse 23. Let's read that. Matthew 6 and 23. But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? And we know he's talking about the mind, sisters and brothers, and the works of the flesh, because he said, out of the mind proceeded for what? Murder, adultery, and all kind of evil. So this is the type of people you're dealing with that were first hired into the vineyard. And this mindset was exposed later by Jesus. So many are called, but few are chosen, sister and brother. I want y'all to really think about that. Many are called, but few are chosen. He said, in that day, many shall come to me and say, Lord, Lord, have we not? And he going to say, depart from me. I know you not, you workers of iniquity. So I want y'all to think about that. So we dealing with a mindset here, sisters and brothers. A mindset that says it's okay to attack a black man. But when that heathen speak, don't nobody raise their voice. And he asking for questions too. Anybody got any questions? Denoris, Keitha, do you got any questions? Anything you would like to say concerning this meeting we just had? Sisters and brothers, you can't get nothing out of them. You can't get nothing out of that mouth. So what are we dealing with here, sisters and brothers? But the same Denoris, the same Keitha will come to a black man, disrespect him, disrupt everything. Why do they do that, sisters and brothers? That's right, Hebrew Leo, the mind. It's a mindset. They have been programmed by Babylon to act and to think in this manner. And if we're going to sidestep people like Denoris and Keisha, we got to get our mind right. This is why we have so much violence in our community, in our homes. Because Keith and Denoris, they mind ain't right, but yours ain't right either. Because if it was, you would be able to sidestep them and get away from that trouble. You would be able to avoid that conflict. So, sisters and brothers, we got to get our mind right. All I got to do is just wait for you to type, and I can tell whether your mind is straight or not. Because what you're willing to do with me, you wouldn't dare do to Mr. Charlie. This is how I know your mind is not right. Now, I usually hold that to myself, but I'm trying to help you guys. Let's go to Matthew 20 and verse 18, and let's continue dealing with this mindset that's going to keep many of our people from being a part of the New Jerusalem. Okay. We got Old Covenant Jerusalem. What are we dealing with? The old mindset of our ancestors. And we got New Jerusalem, those of us that's got the new mindset. Y'all hold on just a second. I knew my yard man would come soon as I start. All right, I'm back. So we're dealing with a mindset, sister and brother. And I'm going to say this. Again, that's my yard man if y'all hear something. I'm going to say this. When you are walking after the old mindset, that Babylonian mindset, you are predictable. Many of our people are predictable. And it's not just Israel, sister and brother, it's even the other nations. Each group has been indoctrinated by Babylon. And so what happens if you are indoctrinated and you get with a wise man, he knows how to exploit you because you are predictable. You are predictable. So that opens you up to attack from a wise man or a wise woman. So let us continue. These mindsets, some people will not get rid of them because to them, having this mindset is just like breathing. Just like waking up in the morning. So they're not going to let it go. And these are the people that Jesus is letting you know. They will not make it, sisters and brothers. Verse 18, let us continue. Behold, we go up to Jerusalem, and the Son of Man shall be betrayed unto the chief priests and unto the scribes, and they shall condemn him to death. Verse 19, let's continue. And shall deliver him to the Gentiles to mock and to scourge and to crucify him. And the third day he shall rise again. Now, Jesus is telling them about his death and the things that he's going to suffer. But what are we really dealing with here, sisters and brothers? We're dealing with a mindset here. Jesus is making known his mindset to the disciples. Let's see this mindset. Let's go to Philippians chapter 2. Let's go to Philippians chapter 2. Philippians chapter 2. And we're going to read verses 7 and 8. Verse 7. Because Jesus is not just telling them about his death. He is exposing his mindset. He's giving us understanding of his mindset. Philippians 2, 7 and 8. But made himself of no reputation, and took upon him the form of a servant, a lowly servant, sister and brother. This is a mindset. And was made in the likeness of men. And being found in fashion as a man, he humbled himself. This is a mindset here. He humbled himself and became obedient unto death, even the death of the cross. So he wasn't just dying, he was dying for the people. But we looking at a mindset here, sister and brother. And like I say, sisters and brothers, as much as it hurt, 99% of our people ain't going to get this. It go in one ear and out the other. But the reason Jesus tell us to preach is because of the remnant. There is one or two that's going to get it. The rest will fall by the wayside, sisters and brothers, as sad as it is. You see, the way they trained our people in Babylon is not to take nothing serious. Everything is funny. You got every nation on earth boot on your neck. Why are you laughing? What is funny? Let us continue. We're dealing with mindsets here, sister and brother. Verse 20. Then came to him the mother of Zebedee's children with her sons, worshiping him and desiring a certain thing of him. Now, did y'all understand that? Because y'all going to have to get this in the kingdom. If you're going to make the kingdom, you got to change this Babylonian Western mindset you got. See, in Babylon, they tell the women, when you have a man's children, they are your children. I'm going to court and get custody of my children. I'm going to put him on child support. That is a Babylonian Western mentality. But if you're going to be a part of the New Jerusalem, you're going to have to get rid of that, or you are not going to make the kingdom. Now, I'm going to read this again so that y'all understand this. Then came to him the mother of Zebedee's children. She is simply the mother of Zebedee's children. They're not her children. The children belong to the man. She is the mother of Zebedee's children. But let us continue on. Well, Brother Reg, I ain't going to never get rid of this mindset. Well, you just keep it, darling. You have that choice. You have that right. Keep that mindset. But I guarantee you, you will not be a part of this New Jerusalem. Verse 21. And he said unto her, remember, she's desiring a certain thing of him. And he said unto her, what will thou? What do you want? She saith unto him, listen to this mindset. She saith unto him, grant that these my two sons may sit, the one on thy right hand and the other on the left in thy kingdom. That's to say, when the kingdom come, meaning the kingdom is already here, but when Babylon is swept away, that's what she's talking about. And the kingdom is made known to all. She said, I want you. She worshiping. She put on a great show. And she said, I want you to grant that my two sons, that one would sit on your right hand and the other on your left. Verse 22. Now, on the surface, you may say, well, ain't nothing wrong with that, Brother Reggie. Sisters and brothers, this is a Roman European mindset that she's speaking out of. This is how the Europeans operate. This is a European mindset fixated on power, wanting to be in charge, wanting to dominate others, want to be the master and others beneath them. And this is the way we have been trained. And I can go on and on that, but I will not. I will continue. Verse 22. But Jesus answered and said, ye know not what you ask. Are you able to drink of the cup that I shall drink of, and to be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with? And they say unto him, we are able. And this baptism, sisters and brothers, is suffering and death. Now the mother asked on their behalf, but Jesus knows who's behind it. That's why he spoke to the two boys. And they said, we are able. First of all, sisters and brothers, they don't even know what the baptism is. They don't even know what the cup that Jesus got to drink is. They have no clue. They have no clue, sisters and brothers. None of them had any clue of what was going down. But look at the mindset, sisters and brothers. The only thing on their mind is being in charge, is having the high position. So they agree to something that they don't even have understanding of. Is this not what our brothers and sisters do? They say we'll do anything for the job. And here come Mr. Charlie. And here come all of his associates in the room. And they tell y'all, take it all off. 20, 30 people in the room. Mr. Charlie say, me and my associates, we finna all violate y'all. Y'all did say y'all would do anything for the job, right? Sisters and brothers, this is not the mindset of a servant of God. And I will not go on and on with that. Understand what I mean. You got to get rid of this European westernized mindset if you're going to be a part of the New Jerusalem. The New Jerusalem is the Israelites whose mindset has been renewed. They got the same mindset as the Father and the Son. These are the Israelites that make up the New Jerusalem. That's why they call new, because they all got a new mindset. They live by a different standard, different code now. Verse 24. And when the 10 heard it, this is how you know that some underhanded stuff was going down from Zebedee's wife and his 2 sons. This is how you know some shenanigans was going down. And when the 10 heard it, they were moved with indignation against the 2 brethren. You see that? You see that European mindset? And the 10 got so mad, the knives came out. All the knives and the swords. I dare y'all to go behind our back and try to get the best seats in the kingdom. This is why we have bloodshed in our community, sister and brother. These unrenewed minds. This is why black men are committing adultery and fornication. This is why the black woman is committing adultery and fornication. This is why violence is all over our communities. Verse 25. But Jesus called them unto him and said, he's going to try to talk some sense into them. He's going to try to let them know, y'all got to change this mindset. This is what is destroying y'all. This is what is destroying y'all. You don't listen. You only listen to speak. You do not listen to correct your behavior. "25. Jesus going to try to talk some sense into him. And Jesus called them unto him and said unto him, he said, I know how y'all think. I know what you're up to. I know how you get down. Ye know that the princes or the leaders of the Gentiles, the nations, they exercise dominion over them, over their own people. And they that are great exercise authority upon them." You see, the Gentile nations, they come to power and they lord it over their people. They rule them with an iron fist. They exploit them. They manipulate them. They rape, rob, plunder them. And y'all have taken on the same mindset. The European leaders, the Asian leaders, the African leaders, they will lie to get in power. They will do anything to get in power. And once they get in power, they rule the people with an iron fist. They impoverish and enslave the people. And this is the mindset our people got here in the scriptures. If I can get on his right hand and left hand, I'm going to tell all these Negroes what to do. They going to be my slaves. I'm going to be their master. Sisters and brothers, this is not the kingdom that Christ and the Father is building. Many of you believe that. So once again, your mind has not been renewed. You think you're going to get in the power and take the other nations and abuse them and tie them up and rape them and torture them. Do you know most of our people believe this is the kingdom that the Father and the Son is bringing forth? No, sisters and brothers. The New Jerusalem is righteousness. It is equity. It is peace. What you have been taught by these camps is wrong. Will the nations be punished for what they did? Absolutely. But once they have been punished, then we are going into a new kingdom with a new mindset. Let us continue. He say the nations rule a people with an iron fist. But what is the New Jerusalem going to be like? Verse 26. But it shall not be so among you, among the Israelites. But whosoever will be great among you, let him be your minister. Verse 27. And whosoever will be chief among you, let him be the servant. How many understood what I just read? Did you understand what I just read? Yes or no? This is the kingdom that we're building, sisters and brothers. Not the kingdom like these nations you live among. Let us continue. I will not continue all day. Verse 28. Here's the mindset of the New Jerusalem. Even as the Son of Man came not to be ministered unto, but to minister, and to give his life a ransom for many. It ain't about him. It's about the people, saving the people. This is the New Jerusalem, sisters and brothers. Verse 29. And they departed from Jericho, and a great multitude followed him. And behold, two blind men sitting by the wayside. When they heard that Jesus passed by, cried out, saying, Have mercy on us, O Lord, thou Son of David. So that means they know that this is the Messiah, the Son of David. His whole ministry is about helping others. It is about righteousness. It is about equity. And when you got righteousness, when you got equity, you got peace, sisters and brothers. And this will not just extend to Israel, but even down to the nations that walk in righteousness. This is how you bring peace to the earth, sisters and brothers. This is how you bring peace to the earth. This is the new Jerusalem. Let us continue, verse 31. And the multitude rebuked them. Now here's two blind guys that want to have their sight restored. But Israel that can see. Look at the mindset, sister and brother. Look at what they say to these two blind men who want their eyes open. And the multitude rebuked them because they should hold their peace. But they cried the more, saying, have mercy on us, O Lord, thou son of David. The men just want their eyes open. Your eyes open. Why can't my eyes be open too? They told these men to shut up. You see the mindset, sisters and brothers? But did Jesus listen to the multitude? Let's find out. And Jesus stood still and called them and said, what will ye that I shall do unto you? 33, they say unto him, Lord, that our eyes may be opened. Now let me show you what Jesus had that the rest of Israel didn't have. So Jesus had compassion, mercy, love. He had compassion on them, and he touched their eyes, and immediately their eyes received sight, and they followed him. Sisters and brothers, you got to change the mindset. Most of our people are not going to make and become a part of this new Jerusalem because we refuse to give up this wicked Western mindset that we got. Oh, we'll say hallelujah. We'll say shalom. We'll say shalom. We'll say all praises. We'll say it all. But what we will not do is get rid of this wicked Western mindset. And if you don't, it is your choice. But you will not be a part of the New Jerusalem. Okay, sisters and brothers, I'm done for today. I hope you guys got some understanding. And I say peace, Israel.